What's up guys, it's Will from EDM Tips. I'm going for a different view today. I feel like I need a pipe or something. I want to cover why you're not improving, especially if you're a beginner, but this also applies to intermediate and professional producers too. But the reasons for not improving are going to be different at each stage of your career. So what's stopping you when you're a beginner is going to be different from what's stopping you when you're intermediate, and again different from what's stopping you when you're a professional. So if you are a beginner, I want to cover that first. There are a few reasons. The one is probably that you are concentrating on one track or two tracks for too long. If you are spending, 4 or 5 months trying to perfect a track rather than writing one track every week or every 2 weeks, then this is going to be seriously hindering your progress, because if you are just concentrating on one set of beats, one bass line, one melody, one chord progression, all of that stuff, and you're just trying to tweak everything that you can to make it as good as possible, the truth of it is your first piece of music is most likely going to suck. In fact, your first 10 pieces of music are most likely going to suck. So the quicker that you can get through them and get to that kind of sweet gold that can only come from trial and error, the faster you're going to improve. So I recommend to people, especially beginners, that they produce at least one piece of music a week, and I've got a free cheat sheet that can help you with that, which you can download for free below this video. Oh, by the way, if the lighting changes, it's because, I'm kind of in a wide shot and the sun outside is changing direction and all of that because, science. So that's the main reason for a lack of progress if you are a beginner. The second reason, got my little notes here, is that you're probably being distracted, and actually this is applicable to beginners, intermediates and professionals too. If you are looking at your phone, you're taking Instagram shots, posting on Facebook, all of that stuff, looking on YouTube videos like this, which is a very good idea, but it's not a good idea if you should be producing music. So what a producer called Ilgate told me is that he splits things into, and I just love the way he puts this, he said day sessions and night sessions. And day sessions are where you concentrate on your music production. Night sessions are where you are organizing your files, where you are trying out new techniques, all of that good stuff, so you can focus for 2, 3 or 4 hours in your day sessions and just produce music. And this applies to everyone at every level. Okay, this next thing is for beginners and intermediate producers. If you are not improving, you are probably not referencing enough. If you can get a piece of reference music in the genre that you're trying to produce and try and replicate that, that is going to be frustrating, but it's also going to help you learn more skills more quickly than pretty much any other way, apart from mentorship and actually being in the studio with someone who can guide you. But trying to replicate a piece of music that you like is a real quick way to getting better progress and faster. The next reason why you might not be progressing as fast as you like is because you're getting feedback from the wrong places. If you're just starting out producing and you send your music to any of your friends, they're going to say it sounds crap because guess what? It sounds crap. So that's going to probably dishearten you. So I actually don't recommend that you show your music to friends until you've done like 10 tracks or something and you know there's going to be some quality. The other thing that you might do is send it to people and friends again, or your mum or whoever, who just don't like that kind of music. So if you are sending them a piece of trance, even if it was written by Armin van Buuren or someone like that, they still wouldn't like it because guess what? They don't like trance music. If they listen to death metal or traditional jazz, the chances are, unless they are a real kind of broad, eclectically taste music lover, they won't like that style of music simply because they just don't like that style of music. It doesn't necessarily mean that you've made a bad piece of music in that genre. So where do you get feedback from? You can get feedback in coaching courses like the ones that I run, or you can get feedback from Facebook communities or people who produce music in that exact genre. But having said that, it's best not to seek feedback from too many people anyway, because they simply might not like it. So you could be a really accomplished trance producer and send your piece of music to a prominent trance DJ or producer. It might just not be their taste. Now the chances are they'll be accomplished enough to kind of acknowledge that, so they'll say the mix is good, the sounds are really good, this would work for so and so DJ, it's just not my cup of tea. And when you're dealing with getting feedback from accomplished professional producers, that's the kind of feedback you're likely to get. So it is useful, but sometimes getting feedback from 2 or 3 trusted sources is all you need, but make sure they're the right sources. Okay, so if you're an accomplished producer and you're professional, there are more mental things that might be stopping you. So this would be things like procrastinating, this would be things like worrying about getting rejected, things like that, and they tend to stick with you for your whole life anyway. Yes, you might get more confidence sometimes, but then it will dwindle again. And the key here is just to bloody do it anyway, right? Send that track out to that big producer, send it to the record label. If you know it's good, if you've got feedback, if you've been coached and you're at a certain level, send it anyway. And you know what? You're gonna get rejected, and it's gonna happen lots of times in your life, but it's the price of entry. If you want to achieve anything in the music industry, you have to run the risk of ridicule, you have to run the risk of haters taking a pop at you. You know, mostly it's just envy anyway, so I wouldn't worry about it too much, but rejection and pain is the price of entry, and it's okay. You just need to be okay with being uncomfortable, because when you're trying to do anything creative and get it out into the world, you will get rejected and you have to suffer through some of that discomfort, but it's worth it in the end. It's worth it to do what you love for a living, and it's worth it to do it just for the sheer love of it. Anyway, I hope this has helped, guys. As I said, I do recommend you are finishing 1 piece of music a week, at least 1 piece every 2 weeks, especially if you're just starting out. So you can download my free speed writing cheat sheet below this video. If you found this useful, please give it a thumb up. A thumb up? Just 1 thumb. You can give it 2 thumbs up if you want, and smash that subscribe button if you want more tips on music production each and every week. Until next time, thank you for watching, cheers and happy producing.